Yeah, I was proud of the way they kept battling away to the end. Obviously, it was a little bit too late. Yeah, I think we're just lacking any consistency within any of our actions. I thought we worked hard in that first, to, I suppose, absorb all the pressure that Leeds had in that first 20 minutes or 15 minutes before we conceded. And I think it was at one point it was like 90% possession. We hardly touched the ball, and when we did, it was in our own 10-metre line. So I thought there were some positive signs there that they were committed, but then just some real lack of discipline, errors, poor skill, and Leeds took advantage, and the tries were a bit soft, I thought, as well. But then again, we're still scrapping away at the back end there. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We're never going to be a straight road for us this year. There are always going to be some curves and some bumps in it, and we're seeing the bumps. We've had a few bumps already, and it's a challenge, isn't it? It's always a challenge. Everything in life's a challenge, and we're doing some good things mixed in with some really ordinary things that we speak about not doing, and we probably just lack a little bit of toughness to be able to push through some tough moments that will get there over time. But at the minute, we can't quite handle it, and and good teams take advantage of that.
Is it almost more frustrating how you ended that game, given that if that last 10 minutes had happened much earlier, it could have been a completely different
yeah, there's two ways that you look at it. I'm proud that they were still scrapping and fighting away, but when you're 20 odd points, 30 points up by like Leeds, where you do tend to take your foot off the gas. So you can look at it two ways, and I'm proud that they kept going, but I think Leeds probably clocked off a little bit as well, which happens sometimes. So we've just got to keep finding positives, and we've got to keep working. The only way I know to improve and get better is working and preparing and committing, and that's what we'll do. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We've got to stick together as a group. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We've got to come tomorrow ready to work again.
How do you go about solidifying that defence a bit more? That's 2 weeks now when you said soft tries.
Yeah. It was a big focus in pre-season. We worked on defence, and it might not look like that with some of the tries that we're conceding, and I question some of the stuff that we've been doing. Have we done it enough? And but yeah, we've just got to keep working on it. We've got to keep doing it. We've got to keep doing the wrestle, the contact, the edge defence, middle defence. We're just not connecting it all up. We've got, again, like I said, we have some moments where you think we're getting it, and then some moments where it looks like we've never played together. So we probably need to be in that middle a little bit longer, really. The not so good to not so bad is too big a difference at the minute.
Injury-wise, have you come through okay?
Yeah, I'll get probably more feedback off the physio afterwards, but yeah, bumps and bruises as normal. Joe Westerman was struggling, Fletcher was struggling with his foot, and they pushed on through. So hopefully, yeah, we can't really afford to have any more injuries, to be honest with you.
And just finally from me, first chance we've had to speak to you since Liam Watts' departure was confirmed. Just what's led up to that decision?
Yeah, do you know what? It was tough, and I wanted Watts to be part of the leadership group, and I want to give him a role within the team, and wanted him to. I know he wanted to be part of it as well. He's really struggled with injury in pre-season, and his body probably not capable of playing full-time, doing a full-time environment. He was looking to sort of take a step back, and I think it's probably the right decision for everybody. Whether that happens or not, there's talk that some other clubs might be interested in him now, which might happen. But he couldn't quite do what we needed him to do. He couldn't train as much as we would like. And we probably, we need some middles in. There's no getting away from that. We need to find some middles from somewhere to help out with us and give us that physicality, because that's something we're really struggling with.
Have there any conversations taken place about bringing anyone else in?
Yeah, loads, but we're trying. But yeah, there's not. Yeah, there just doesn't seem to be anything happening. There's some players around, in or around, that potentially might happen, but nothing. I feel like if you get someone in, they need to be able to make a difference and add something to the team, and there's not many of them out there available to be able to do that at the minute. So we'll keep working hard. We'll keep. I'm coaching my players and coaching the ones that are here at the minute, and if anyone comes to join us that can add, hopefully that might happen in the coming weeks. But if not, we'll just keep working hard.
Thanks, Danny.
You spoke last week about them needing to show more fight and desire. Is that last 20 minutes evidence that they responded to you? I mean, is it more positive in that respect?
Yeah, I thought, like you say, the scramble and some of the things that we did in that first period, first sort of 20 minutes when, Leeds had territory and possession and we stuck in there. But that catches up with you. That catches up with you at some point in the game. And we looked a bit, I think for that middle period of the game, we looked a bit flat. We looked a bit, lacking in intent. But yeah, they kept scrapping away at the back end there. So that's something we've got to take out of the game and try and use and look at to improve again for next week.
So you've said they're quite a responsive squad then. Like you feel like they're listening to you and building on what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, they're honestly they're a really good set of lads. They're working hard. They're trying. I feel like in the main they're trying the best. They are trying the best, and we just need to keep working as coaching staff. We need to keep working with the players, giving them information, letting them take it on board, practice, and just keep working with them, hoping that they're going to improve and over time be the players that we expect them to be. And across the board, we're probably just lacking a little bit of consistency at the minute. And again, that comes with time.
And obviously, you're ready for some more short-term pain as a club, but fans aren't as patient. Do you recognise as a club that you do need results?
Yeah, it's always today, isn't it? It's always today. People expect it today, and I get that. I'm impatient too. I'm impatient. I want it today. I want it now. But we're not quite there. So we're all aware of that, and I think we've shown. Look, I want my players to fight and battle and be scrapping away, and I think we showed that today. But then we have a period of probably 30, 40 minutes where some of the things that we do just aren't good enough, and it hurts you. That hurts you. So we need to learn from that, and we need to be better. Next time we get an opportunity to do that, which is on Friday, it's short turnaround, so we won't get an opportunity to practice much. It'll be patched up and go again.
Is your message to the fans that to stick with you and we'll get better? Yeah,
look, again, as I said before, I don't know any other way of when things aren't going quite for you. You've just got to keep believing, keep working hard, keep doing the things that have got you where you are, and we know that there's our challenge was never going to happen overnight. It was never going to happen straight away. So there has to be an element of patience there. But I get that we probably need to see a little bit more, and that's what we need to bring on Friday.
Have you been keeping a close eye on Salford situations? Some suggestion they've not been paid, they might not be training at the moment. Does that?
Yeah, do you know what? I've got too much to worry about with what I'm doing with my life at the minute, and I feel for the players if they haven't been paid, and the players there, and everyone's got families and mortgages, so nobody wants to see that. My job is to prepare the players as well as possible for Friday. So hopefully Rolls gets a chance to do that with these players. If not, we just we have to look. We are in a position we are good enough at the minute to be able to worry about other teams. We've got to fix some things up ourselves.
Danny, you could hear some sympathy from the home crowd towards you. So considering your history at the club here, that must mean something to you.
Look, my history here is I wouldn't ever change that. I loved every moment of my time here, and I'm loving every moment of the challenge at Cas now, and it'll get my all. Like I always do, I'll always throw everything in there, and that's all I can do. And like I said before, we're committed, the staff's committed. We're already chatting about how we can get on top of things tomorrow and work with the players. So, it'll be business as usual, and, we've just got to keep at it.